Hello, hello. How's everybody? Just waiting for a few more people to join today. Just waiting for a few more people to join. I wanted to know how to... Oh, never mind. Hello. I want to wear my eyelash looking right here. And fix this. Hey, Quana. What's going on, girl? Hey, 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 hey. How's everybody doing? I got meditation music on right now. I'm getting ready to turn that off. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. So I'm going to play something different. If you guys hear my kids in the background, it's okay. They're my loves. They're my co-hosts. I got a whole lot of them. And while I'm waiting for everybody to come on and join, I'm getting ready to play one of my favorite songs that always gets me in the mood. Makes me feel good. Thank you. I've been trying to work on my skin. I have really bad skin. And I've been trying to work on the chair. I've been trying to work on it. So hello to everybody that's coming in. I'm getting ready to play one of my favorite songs. Get the vibe right. I know it's Super Soul Sunday. So I might play some gospel in a little bit. In a little while. But this is one of my favorite songs. And I always like put me in the mood. I like Drake anyway. Like anything Drake do. You know, he a Scorpio. So, you know, I be feeling him. So, yeah. So just waiting for a few more people to join. Hold on. He said, hold on, wait a minute, wait for some more people. Hold on, wait a minute. So I'm going to do the card reveal today. What's up, David? What's up? My boy on here.
Hey, y'all get some more drinks going on. I sound a whole lot better.
Get some more drinks going on. I sound a whole lot better. I'm going to do the card reveal. So if you looked at a card, you didn't necessarily have to put what card you wanted, but that's cool. But if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. So I wanted you guys to pick a card and see what resonates with you. And then we're going to talk about it and see, you know, what the cards are talking about. If it can resonate with you. And every card in every situation is not going to resonate with you. So the message just won't for you today. And that's just what it is. That's how it goes. But you know, I do personal readings. I do full readings, full spread readings. I do 5-card spreads. I do relationship readings, 1-card readings. I do yes and no's too. But yes and no's be kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I try to do stuff like, I'll ask, is my name Sherelle? You know what I'm saying? And then, but sometimes I be getting no's on stuff that I know be, you know, for real. So, I do them, and we just take it for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? So, but I be kind of nervous about it. I don't be too sure about them sometimes. But I do them. And most of the time if I do yes and no's, I do them for like $1. Cause like I said, you just take it for what it's worth. And sometimes if my spirit leads me to, it's a yes or no card, but hey Joshay, it's a yes or no card, but I'll flip it and you know what I'm saying? And I'll read what's going on. Like if you're asking me a question and that card talks about what's going on, then I'll go ahead and I feel like spirit needs to let you know, speak through me to tell you what it is that it wants you to know. All right. So, I just want to talk to you guys about what super Spirit Soul Sunday is. And what it is I'll probably be doing a live. If I don't do a live, I'll do a video, and just kind of see what the cards have, you know, and also a little bit of motivation, just to, you know, uplift some spirits, you know, get people out of stagnant energy, preparing you guys for the new week, just bringing in some new energy for you guys, because like I said, you are, you know, you're coming in for the new week and stuff like that. You know, a lot of us do not go to church on Sunday, and I ain't gonna lie, I really miss the feel of church, and I don't knock nobody who go to church, okay? So this is not a bash on people who go to church or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is not a bash on that. I always say that the destination is, you know, my destination in part, you know, for my tribe is peace, peaceful abundance, manifestation, love, healing. That's what I want for my tribe. That's the destination. That's where I want us to end up. But our journeys will all look different. Even if we practice some of the same things, even if you're a tarot reader, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're even if you practice hoodoo like I do, if you're into astrology like I am, even if we do the same things, our journey is going to be completely and totally different, and that is okay. You may be Muslim, you may be Muslim, you may be Catholic, you may practice Santeria, you may actually practice Voodoo, you know what I'm saying, Baptist, you may be Protestants. I don't care what it is. Like I said, our destinations are all the same. We all basically kind of want the same things. You know what I'm saying? But our journey will look different. And so, like I said, I'm not here to knock anybody's journey. I'm just here to assist you so that you could get to the destination, and so we can all get there together. And once we get there, we turn up. And so that's what I'm about. And that's what this is about too. Super Soul Sunday. This is just something that you can take a look at. If you're not feeling so good, if you know you're feeling down, or even if you may not necessarily feeling down, you may just be on the same vibe that I'm on, and you want to hear Drake, or you want to hear gospel song, or you want to hear, you know what I'm saying, or you know you need to talk, you need to see if Spirit got a message for you this week. That's what this is about. A virtual fellowship, you know what I'm saying, of sorts, you know, between like-minded individuals that, you know what I'm saying, feel like, you know, you want to be on a positive wave. Because like I said, we ain't in church. A lot of us, we ain't with that no more. And we're not, a lot of us, even though we may be in church, we may not necessarily still be, we may not necessarily be religious. You get what I'm saying? And so you may, or you may feel like you're not getting fed. And so I'm just hoping that with these Super Soul Sundays, you guys, thanks David, you guys may be able to feel like you were able to eat off this plate. You guys, you know what I'm saying? I hope that after you get off of these lives that you feel a little bit better. Or even if I may not necessarily do a live because I know I'm going out of town or something like that, there'll be a video on Sunday just to kind of lift your vibe, so that you can eat a little bit off this plate, because I eat off of a lot of plates. Like I said, you'll catch me, you know, I might be looking at some gospel stuff. You know, I love Reverend Price, and if y'all don't know who Reverend Price is, please look him up on YouTube, okay? But I love Reverend Price. He's an old preacher. I'm talking about back in the day preaching, but he preached the same shit I preach today. You get what I'm saying? He preaches about abundance. He preaches about your mind, and you creating your own reality and your own destiny and stuff like that. And he had a whole lot of followers and everything. So if you don't know who he is, look him up, Reverend Price. I like him. I listen to Farrakhan, honey. He be getting me all the way together, honey, especially. And it's crazy because I'm able to receive from him about being a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to receive from him about being a woman. And so, I know that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how he, you know what I'm saying? But he be getting me all the way together. Like, bitch, you need to get in the kitchen and cook. It's enough fast food, okay? So he be getting me all the way together. I listen to him. I listen to Dick Gregory. I love Dick Gregory. I listen to him. And then I listen to other, like I like Cosmic Moon. I follow her. It's another lady. I can't think of her name. I think it's like Aurora Divine or something like that. I follow her too. People that, may not, they're known, but a lot of people may not know them. So, and there's another lady, her name is Alufa Sellers. She has good stuff too. I listen to her too. And so I eat off a lot of plates. I don't stop with one thing. I take with whatever resonates with my soul, whatever makes my spirit feel good, and that's what I go with. I'm not somebody that's in a box. So, and I just want this for you guys too. Keep in mind, everybody who don't know, I have a tribe. It's called Frequency Manifest. It's a group on Facebook. We have over now 230 members. Just about everybody in there are entrepreneurs. You're able to advertise as much as you want. I'm not one of those people that have a group and be like, oh, don't put your stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? No, we all need to eat. And it's enough motherfucking money for all of us to eat. So I don't care if you're doing tarot readings, put it in the group. If you, my boyfriend, he has a lawn care business and he does a lot of other things like home improvement and stuff like that. If you have a business of that sort, that's okay, because I'm going to post. So you better post and get your name out there. Like I said, it's a whole lot of money out here and everybody can eat. So if you're not a part of that, go ahead and join. I have a couple of admins. Reese, her name is Reese Levette. She's an admin. Jamila Bumpus is an admin. And Jess Kruder. Y'all might know her as Mwanki. And she's also an admin of the group. So if you need to get at me for whatever reason, I haven't responded to you or something like that, you can contact one of those admins. It's called Frequency Manifest. David, I'm gonna send you a request. So that way you can just join. You do have to be approved. I just don't let people just come in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know you, David. I'm just saying. This is a group. It's a safe space. I don't let just people just come in because it's a safe space for people to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? People to say, I'm not feeling good today. You know what I'm saying? I've been dreaming about this today. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's a feel good place. It's a safe space. And so that's what it's for. And like I said, there's entrepreneurs in there and everything, and we're there to get to the destination. We're going to be having brunch on this Saturday. This is going to be the first brunch that I'm doing. There was a post, and the post said, you should do a couple of things a month. Make sure, like, one of the things, like, is a date night, one night with all your your friends, one lunch date. Like, you should make it intentional to schedule a lunch. And so I figured that we could go ahead and knock it off the list by scheduling this brunch. So we're going to be doing a brunch at Briggs Restaurant. It's a nice, pretty, fancy but affordable breakfast restaurant, and we're going to be doing brunch. It's going to be at 11 o'clock, and it's on Creedmoor Road. Just make sure that you bring your masks. I'm going to bring some name tags, just something that you can stick up here, but if you can remember to bring you a name tag, but it'll just be something to stick up here just to say, hello, my name is, or whatever, so everybody can kind of know everybody. And if you walk up to somebody and somebody has something, please, if you have business cards, bring your business cards. If you have anything that you want to give out, you know what I'm saying, pins or whatever, for whatever business that you have, please bring those. That is the way that we network. So like I said, that's going to be this Saturday, the 23rd, at Briggs. I think that's next week is the 23rd, but yeah, the 23rd, at Briggs in Raleigh on Creedmoor Road. All right. Also, I have a lot of members in Virginia, so we're going to be setting something up so that we can have breakfast in Virginia. I'm going to get with a lot of my people that are in Virginia that are in the group, so that way we can set up something coming soon. Another thing that we're doing is we're going to be, I have a lot of people in Texas. So I got a lot of tribe members in Texas. So we want to eventually set something up for Texas, so that we could go out there and eat. Because I want to go to Houston. I want to go to the Turkey Leg Hut. I'm a big girl, likes to eat. But anyway, so we want to set something up. I have a lot of people out in Texas too, and so we want to get out there and just show support to those people that tribe members that are out there, and like I said, Virginia as well. I have a couple people in South Carolina too, so we do want to make a trip down there to South Carolina as well, and I really want to go and see the Geechee culture down there. So that's something that I want to do as well. And then I'm trying to plan a trip for all of us to go to New Orleans. But I'm talking to a travel agent now, and I had started off with 4 people in a room or whatever, and everybody was like, hell no, I don't want to do no 4 people. So we're gonna try to do something different, and I want to kind of try to do a trip every year somewhere. It's just to get some travel in, and so we could be well versed and well rounded. All right, so basically I just wanted to come to you today and tell you what Super Soul Sunday was going to be. Next week I'll probably have some type of topic that we'll talk about, and then you know what I'm saying, and I'll have, like I said, I put the date up here today, so if somebody knows something, they'll be like, oh well, that we talked about that on such and such date, and you could just type it in and pull the date up and you should be able to see it. All right, so I want to go over those 3 cards that we had. And so what you do is you look at the cards and you decide which card you resonated with. Sort of like, the post that you'll see, like, what color or whatever. And so it was 1, 2, and 3. And so we're going to talk about and see what the message has for you guys today. All right. So card number 1, if you pulled card number 1, this was the card. And this card is the Knight of Cups. And it was standing upright. And so I'm going to give you like the keywords for the Knight of Cups. So you guys can, and then we'll start talking about what Spirit says. And like I said, I'm sorry, my baby's in the background. They cutting up today. Is the baby okay? All right, so the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, typically this card is about, anytime you get a Cups card in any type of reading, it is about water signs. A lot of the times it talks about water signs. And so this card talks about romantic proposals, offers, invitations. It talks about taking action, following your heart. It talks about clarity and things like that. So when you get this Knight of Cups in a general reading, this talks about proposals. It talks about good news and invitations. So this card is, if anybody has been dealing with someone, you may find yourself in a deeper commitment with them in turn when it comes to love. When it comes to love, hold on, guys. So when it comes to love and things like that, the Knight of Cups can also signify gentleness, affection, and warmth, and also grace under pressure. So you guys may be feeling like, the people who resonated with this card, you guys may be feeling like you can, hey Jamila, you guys may be feeling like you can, there might be a lot of pressure on you, but you're feeling good about it. It's good pressure. You're feeling good about that type of pressure. You're feeling good. You're taking it in stride. It's not making you burnt out or anything like that. You just know what it is, and you need to go ahead and get it done. And that's basically what this card is about. It's about you being in good spirits. And so this is a very good card to get. In terms of love, like I said, if you are single, you're about to get swept off your feet. So there's going to be somebody that's going to be coming into your life, if you're single right now. And it may not, and let me say this too. Everybody that you meet don't necessarily have to be your husband or wife. Okay. Sometimes people just come into your life for a specific season for you guys to, this was the first card. This was the first card. Card number 1, the Knight of Cups. And every time that somebody comes into your life, it doesn't necessarily mean this has to be your husband or your wife. This just means that, you know what I'm saying, this person is going to sweep you off your feet and you're going to be feeling good about it. You're going to be having a good time. Also, if you are single and you are interested in someone and you pick this card, you need to go ahead and shoot your shot. That's what this card is talking about. Go ahead and shoot in your shot, okay? And don't be shy about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to my 8-year-old today about rejection. And I was saying something to him about getting a girlfriend. I don't remember how we got onto the conversation, and he was like, well, I would, but I'm scared she's going to tell me no. So what? So what? People are allowed to reject you. And that's something that I have to teach, especially to my boys, because sometimes men feel like they can't say what they need to say because of rejection. I find that men tend to have a hard time with rejection more than women. And so I see that a lot of the time. Of course, you know we see it, especially as women. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shoot your shot in your DM and you're like, nah, I'm good. You every bitch and hoe in the book. And so, I want to make sure that I'm, teaching my children, especially my sons, properly. And also teaching my daughter that it's okay for her to reject somebody. She don't have to. All right. But like I said, it's okay. Even if you feel like you may be rejected or whatever, you shot your shot. You know what I'm saying? You shot your shot and you were true to what you were feeling. And you can own that. You know what I'm saying? I try to holler at her, you know what I'm saying? And who knows? It might not be, this time might not be the time. But that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't put a seed in her, you know what I'm saying, in her mind or in his mind, you know what I'm saying? I really don't agree with women shooting their shot. Sometimes people, y'all might get me for this. So me personally, what I'm going to say is this, in terms of women, is making yourself available and letting people know that you're available. If you're single and you pick this card, making yourself available, letting men know that you're available. And for men, if you pick this card, this is you basically shooting your shot, going for it, because you'll get good news if you decide to go ahead and go for it, more than likely. But like I said, even if you get rejected, so what? You just get rejected. That's life. We all, at some point in time, get rejected. That's fine. All right. Now, if you are in a relationship, this card indicates that there's going to be a come together. Where you guys are going to have a deeper commitment, where he may propose to you, or if you're talking and dealing with someone, he may or she may say, this is the first card still. He may or she may, if you're in a relationship, he may or she may go ahead and decide, like I said, if you guys are talking, that they want to go ahead and make the relationship go further. They may feel like that they want to have a commitment, like that you might have been talking to them all this time, y'all are having a good time, but nobody is saying yay or nay. Nobody is really saying, okay, you're going to be my girlfriend, you're going to be my boyfriend, whatever the case may be. This card signals love and affection and a deeper commitment. So good romantic news is coming for you guys who selected the first card. Now, in terms of money and career, if you selected the Knight of Cups, a lot of the times the Knight of Cups can indicate that there is going to be good news or a positive offer. So if you're waiting for a job, if you filled out an application, if you had an interview in the past, then you probably are going to be hearing some news about that this week. If you... if there's any drama or anything that's going on at work, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. Even if your name get brought up in it with this card, it's just gonna go ahead out the window. So don't worry about that. Just because this is an emotional card, so it may be some drama that's gonna pop up at work this week, but don't worry about it. You're gonna be all right. Also, if you've been having any financial struggles, it's okay, because it's gonna be turning a corner for you. But you need to think outside of the box if there's a very specific struggle. So, for an example, if you know that you need to pay a bill for whatever reason, and You might not have the money to pay the bill. You need to think out of the box to get this done. You know what I'm saying? Thinking outside of the box. Getting social services to pay the bill for you. Right now is the easiest time for social services to pay a bill for you because it is online. If anybody needs that information, let me know. I just did a few senior citizens that I know. I just got their bills paid through social services, through the ePass system. So if anybody needs that information, just let me know. But social services is paying bills online. So that may be something that's creative, that's outside of the box, something that you ain't never thought about. You know what I'm saying? If you're having a specific need right now, what can you do? You know, there's DoorDash, Grubhub. And Grubhub and DoorDash is in Henderson. And I know because I'm making them motherfuckers rich. So they're in Henderson if you're in this area. You know what I'm saying? You might have to do a few deliveries. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, if you are able to make t-shirts, if you're able to put something on a hat, it's gonna pop for you. It's gonna pop for you. But you gotta be creative and thinking out of the box. Okay. You should be feeling healthier too. I don't know. Some of you have probably done some type of new thing with like health. You may be exercising, you may be drinking more water. For those of you that selected this card, you guys should be feeling a little bit more healthier than what you've normally been feeling, and so that's a good thing. And so that was, again, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, because like I said, the Cups card has to deal with water signs, which is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. This card is also a card of intuition. So you may be seeing 1111, 123, 1234. You might be seeing 222, 333. You may look at the clock and see your birthday. You may get your change back in the grocery store, and it may be $3.33. Those types of things. So just make sure that you're paying attention to that. That's your intuition speaking to you. That's your intuition speaking to you. If you start to see those synchronicities often, then that's spirit talking to you. Okay. So you may begin to see that. Also, you may start to dream. Those of you who selected the first card, the Knight of Cups, you might start to dream. If you dream, make sure that you write your dreams down. Sometimes that could be very helpful. And if you don't know and you need to know kind of what your dream means, just send me look, don't send me no email with a whole, it started off, we was at my mama's house, and then we left my mama's house, came to my granddaddy's house, and then the house flipped upside down, and then when I woke up, it was some grits, and so then we kept on walking, and then my grandma popped up in my, don't send me that. Send me something like, I had a dream, it was some rats, some cats, and 2 swords. I can help you with your dream, kind of to decode it. But don't send me nothing like that with no whole bunch of, don't send me that. Just send me keywords, okay? Send me keywords. And so that is this card. So what does dream symbolize? It just depends on whatever dream, what your dream is. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever I dream about snakes, somebody's going to betray me. Somebody's going to betray me. Whenever I dream about snakes. If I dream about snakes. If I dream about spiders, something bad is going to happen. When I say something bad is going to happen, like there's a car accident or something. Real quick, I'm going to tell y'all a story in the midst of this. When I was a little girl, I went to stay at my daddy's house. And it was him and his girlfriend. And my daddy has other children. And so we were there. I will never, ever forget this. It was in 1995. So I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. And my daddy girlfriend, she used to watch 90210 at the time. And she used to watch 90210. That's an old show. That's how I said, y'all know it's old as hell. And so I went to sleep or whatever. And my mom was supposed to be coming to get me from my dad's house. And we lived in North Carolina, and my daddy at the time lived in Virginia. And so I went to sleep, and and you know how sometimes you'll be in between sleep and awake? And I was kind of like dozing off, and on my blanket, I don't know if it was my dream or what, but it was a spider like this big on my blanket. And I'm yelling. So she come running in the room like, the hell is going on? And it was like yellow and red or whatever. And I was like, it's a spider. It's a spider. And she was like, you was asleep. You was asleep. Like, ain't no spiders in here. Like, how did you see him? You was just asleep. I just walked past here to go in the living room to watch 90210. You were sleeping. And so I was like, and I couldn't go to sleep. My mama was in a car accident that night. On her way to come and get me, she flipped on the highway. She was pregnant with my sister, Christian. And so she was pregnant with my sister, and her car flipped. And they flipped from one side of the highway onto the other side of the highway. She had a Jeep Cherokee. And so I always think about that. And ever since, after that, anytime that I have a dream about a spider, there's an accident, there's, something's happening or whatever. And so it just depends on, what you're dreaming about. But if I dream about spiders, that means that something bad's going to happen. If I dream about snakes, I'm going to have to fuck somebody up. And if I dream about fish, somebody is pregnant. But I also can smell when somebody's pregnant. That shit sound crazy too, right? But I can smell. It smells like baby powder. It's a lot of friends on my friends list. Aaliyah Setzer is one of them. I smelled her baby. I said, I'm smelling babies in here. She said, don't you be smelling no motherfucking babies in here. And she was pregnant. So it's a lot of people that I can smell their baby. It's a baby. They don't know they're pregnant, but I can smell it. You know what I'm saying? And it smells like a very overwhelming smell of, for real, Anthony. That's crazy. Yep, and that's how it's been for me. So I can always smell, you know what I'm saying, a baby. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. What you need, son?
Oh, she's there.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you dream about a person, what if it's a person you can see? Now, I believe that we go to I believe that you can smell when people get sick. That's interesting. That's a good thing.
Dogs can smell when you get sick too.
Well, you got to be quiet because I'm on live. Go somewhere and play.
I'm just saying.
So I was getting ready to say something. Oh, this is what I believe. I believe that when we dream, we leave. And I'm gonna tell y'all this crazy. Y'all gonna be like, this bitch crazy as hell. When I go to sleep, and when I get ready to go to sleep at night, I can literally feel myself leaving. My body will jolt. Sometimes it scares me and wakes me up, like, oh, I was almost asleep. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I can feel it jolt, but I cannot come back. It's crazy. So I believe that we go somewhere else. Now, if you continuously keep on dreaming about somebody, I feel like that you guys are meeting up in that realm. Wherever we go, when we sleep, I feel like that you and that person are meeting in that realm when you continuously meeting somebody. And you know what's crazy? You never, ever see people that you've never met before when you dream. You never see people that you haven't met. Like, you never see people that you haven't met. At least I don't. But yeah, so you ain't going back to sleep? And I haven't got to the third card, Nay. Give me a second. I'm coming. All right, so we're going to go on to the next card. The next card was the second card. And if you resonated with the second card is the Five of Wands, but it is in reverse. When I tell you that a card is in reverse, that means that the card is upside down. A lot of tarot readers don't read upside down. I think that is so detrimental. But for each his own. But the Five of Wands is in reverse. That means that the card is upside down. So, even though the card is upside down, sometimes people say, oh, the card is upside down, that's a bad thing. Not necessarily. It just is the opposite meaning of the card. And so the Five of Wands talks about compromise. It talks about ending of conflicts. It talks about struggle, reaching agreements, peace, and harmony. It also talks about focus and order. So there was a brief period of time, if you selected the second card, there was a brief period of time that there was some type of conflict. You may have been arguing with somebody. There was a long drawn out thing, or there could have been some type of conflict where maybe not necessarily an argument, but it was just something that was conflicting. It could be your schedule conflictions. You don't get off work till a certain time. You got to pick your kids up at a certain time. You don't have a babysitter. There was some type of conflict. There was something that you needed for your business. You weren't able to get it in the time allotted or something like that. There was some type of conflict, and that is now over. So at this point, the conflict is over, and you've reached an agreement. So it could be possibly that there was something like you may have had some issues with your baby mama, your baby daddy about, getting kids or something like that. And you guys have reached an agreement. You guys have, worked it out and made some type of compromise. And it also talks about cooperation, peace, and harmony. So if there was something like that you weren't getting the peace from, you know what I'm saying? You weren't getting any peace. And it was like just on you, daunting on you. This card is telling you that that's getting ready to be over. Also, it talks about, so let me explain this. Sometimes when it talks about, it being over, you have to be careful about it being over, because I don't want things to be over for you because you laid down. You laid down. You gave up. You're too shy. You're not speaking. Your throat chakra is blocked. So you're not saying what it is that you need to say. You're not feeling what it is that you need to feel. So because you're not trying to ruffle feathers, because you're not saying exactly what you want to say, because you're not being authentic with yourself and you're seeking validation from other people, like we talked about the other day, this can be why the conflict is over. I don't want it to be that. Okay? So if there is a conflict that's going on and you feel like that, even though the conflict is over, it's done, you know what I'm saying? But you're still feeling uneasy about it, you need to get that disease up off of you. Okay? Think about what I said too. That disease. Dis-ease. Get that up off of you. Okay? And essentially, that's what disease is, dis-ease. That's essentially what it is. And a lot of the times, a lot of problems that we have that are physical come from emotional problems. It comes from you not being able to say what it is that you need to say. You're always feeling like you're getting the short end of the stick. But it's not that you're getting the short end of the stick. It's that's the stick that you're picking up. You're waiting until it gets to the end by not saying what it is that you need to say. You need to open your mouth and say what it is that you need to say. If this is the reason that the conflict is ending, if the conflict is ending because you don't want to ruffle any feathers, just fuck it. I'm just whatever. Just go ahead. Hold on, I'm on live, please. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck it. Just go ahead. Just it is what it is. If you're feeling like that, you need to go ahead and open your mouth and say what it is that you need to say. We don't care about sometimes conflict. So you might need to cut somebody out if you still feeling like you got something that you need to get off your chest. By all means, say what it is that you need to say. But Jamila, you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about you. Right. Remember about negative and positive. And so that's why I said the conflict is over. So if the conflict is over and you're feeling good about it, and I just let it go, but when I do try to communicate, I feel like I make it worse. So we might need to talk one-on-one, because if you're trying to communicate with somebody and they're unable to receive it, it's different now. Because you should be able to go to your partner and communicate whatever it is that's happening, what's going on around you. He may not like it. He may not want to hear what you have to say, but communication is very important. And in this case, it takes two things for communication. It takes communication, you voicing what you have to say, and it also takes three things. It takes listening, talking, listening, and fucking comprehending. Because just because you hear what I say, don't mean that you comprehend what I say. You know what I'm saying? So comprehension is very important in communication. And so if you're having if you're talking to your significant other and your significant other is completely just disregarding your feelings, is you feel like you can't even say what you need to say because you feel like he's not going to receive it, and in turn it's going to make the situation worse, that's a problem. Okay? That's a problem. You should be able to communicate with your significant other no matter what. No matter what. All right? And I'm not saying that your significant other is a bad person or something like that, but he may just lack communication skills. He may lack communication skills. And if you lack communication skills, it's going to be hard to be in a relationship with you. It's going to be hard for him to be in a relationship with you or anybody else. And it probably affects the rest of his relationships too. His work relationships, his homeboy relationships, his relationships with his mother. And hell, that might be where it stemmed from, the relationship with his mom. Somebody didn't teach him how to communicate. And so, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's trickling over and it's trickling down to you. So, if you're feeling like it makes it worse, sometimes I feel like I can understand where you're coming from. And so sometimes what I'll do is I'll write out what I need to say and give it to whoever I need to talk to. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes my boyfriend, I will send him a voice message. Because you're going to hear what the fuck I got to say before you say whatever it is that you got to say to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Defend what, you know what I'm saying? Because when if you're talking back and forth to somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's dialogue, you know what I'm saying? And you might not be hearing and comprehending everything that I'm trying to tell you. So I need you to hear everything I need to say first. And then we can talk about, you know what I'm saying? You can have your rebuttal or whatever. Also, you need to make sure that you're communicating the way that you're supposed to. Because it's also, like I said, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And so if he's telling you something and you coming back or you snapping, you know what I'm saying? Instead of communicating, because it's one thing to talk to somebody, but it's another thing to talk at somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you're speaking to him and communicating him the way that you would want somebody to communicate with you. You get what I'm saying? You know? If he's telling you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give an example. He don't come in the house until 2 o'clock in the morning, right? He don't come in the house until 2 o'clock in the morning. And you feel some type of way about it. And he like, well, shit, I'm a grown-ass man, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I can do what I want to do. And you like, well, I don't give a fuck, nigga, da, 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 da. He's not going to hear it. He's not going to comprehend it. He's not going to, it's not going to go through to him because you're talking at him. Instead of saying, well, I just feel like in the relationship that I'm in, I would prefer for the man that I'm with to come in the house at 2 o'clock. Come in the house before 2 o'clock. And if you can't, then that lets me know that we're in the wrong relationship and we don't need to be together. You need to be with a bitch that allows you to come in the house at 2 o'clock because I'm not her. And maybe he can comprehend that. Maybe he'll come in the house at 12. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you got to understand too, that sometimes, just because people are good people don't necessarily mean that they supposed to be with you. He might be a good nigga for somebody else. A bitch, another bitch that's coming in the house at 2 too. You get what I'm saying? And you have to be able to and be willing to let somebody go. A lot of the times we be in fucked up situations because, you know what I'm saying, we don't want to let people, we're mad about how they're treating us. We're mad about how they're doing us. We're mad about how they're handling us as a significant other, but we're not willing to let them go. So you're just going to keep talking and crying and being upset and stressed out and all this and that when the nigga just ain't your nigga or the woman just ain't your woman. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to let it go. You're going to give me what I need, and if you can't, then you're going to have to go. It's as simple as that. And you have to be okay with when a motherfucker say, okay, bitch, I'm going. Because some niggas do that. Not mine. He ain't going, he won't leave. But you know what I'm saying? But you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to say, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you can't give me what it is that I need communication. I need to be able to talk with you back and forth. And if you can't give me what I need in terms of communication, then you're not the man for me. I need somebody that's going to be able to speak to me the way that I need them to speak to me. I need somebody to receive me the way that, you know, I need it to be received. And if you can't do that, and if you're not willing to compromise to help me with that, then have a good one. All right. And so with this card, hold on one second. Can you please turn the TV down, Vassar? Thank you. In terms of relationship, this second card, which is the 5 of Wands in reverse, in a love reading, if you are feeling like, if you're in a relationship right now, this can talk about ending of conflicts and fighting. Okay, this is talking about ending conflicts of fighting. You guys may have found a common ground at this point, that's going to lead to peace and harmony. And I don't know, Tigress, if you picked this second card, but this could talk about that you guys may have came to a understanding, but the understanding was that you're going to be quiet. And so that's what I'm saying when I'm saying that even though the conflicts are over, the arguments are over, I'm happy and I'm glad that you know, there's some peace and harmony, but I don't want the peace and harmony to come in because you sat down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? And we as women, we do need to sit down and shut up sometimes. We do. But not at the detriment of our own peace. You know what I'm saying? When you know when you need to sit down and be quiet. As women, we know when we done took it too goddamn far. Okay, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You running your mouth too much today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but and it's like that sometimes. So, and so, like I said, if this card is representing, you know, conflict being resolved, there's some type of resolution, and that's a good thing. However, if it is because you had to give up or, you know, throw in the towel and you feel bad about it, then I need you to go back and revisit that. Okay, go back and revisit that. All right. The next the next thing that we're going to talk about is in terms of money and career. So if there was some type of competition in the workplace, where it might be, you know, you might be competing against someone else. If you're in business, if you were competing with someone in terms of business or whatever, this just lets you know that the competition is sizzled. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And eventually, you guys are going to, what are you doing? Say hello. You guys are going to eventually come grab him, MJ. Wait a minute. Come on. Oh. Give him some snacks so he be quiet till I'm done. Please. So if but yeah, the competition is over. The competition is over. And so you no longer need to have to worry about if, you know what I'm saying, about the competition. Just do you. The competition is over. If you felt like that you were, you know, competing with somebody and it was neck to neck, and really it could be a possibility that you could also team up with this person to be able to drive whatever it is that you're trying to drive. All right. And this is coming in the workplace. This is coming in the workplace. This is also an indication that you need to get your finances under control. You might have been doing too much overspending when this card pops up. And so you need to regain focus on your spending control. Also, if there have been any sports events, I don't know that there are any, but this can be an indication of that, sports events being canceled, and things like that. And also, if you, this could also indicate that there will be some, let me see. He got his hair done. Say hello. So this can also be talking about a cancellation of sports events. Also, if your children are playing in any sports, just be careful. Make sure that they have the things that they need, helmets, knee pads, and stuff like that, because sometimes this could talk about injuries from sports. All right? Sometimes this could indicate that. All right. And so we're going to go on to the next card. And I don't like this card. This next card is the third card. And this was the last card. So if you resonated with this card, this one wasn't in reverse. It was this way. So if you got the third card, this is what that third card was. And this is the 10 of Swords. I hate this card. And the reason why I hate this card is because I'm a Scorpio, number one. And the worst thing you can do to me is betray me. You can say what you want to. I don't like betrayal, disloyalty, and don't fucking steal from me. You can do anything else you want to do. You can call me a bitch. I don't care. I don't care. You can do anything else you want to do to me. But don't be disloyal. Don't betray me. And don't steal nothing of mine. If you, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all the story. Somebody stole something from me. And I called my homegirl to come and get me. Because I didn't want them to know that it was my car that was going to pull up to the weed man house. I ran up in the weed man house. The man told me his children would sleep. The kids won't sleep tonight. I don't care about none of that. That motherfucker stole my money. He got to come. He's got to see me. Don't steal from me. Anyway, so this card right here, like I said, is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, if you picked this card, if this card was the one that you picked, this is about backstabbing. It's about betrayal. It's about enemies, bitching, bad-mouthing. It's about bitterness. It's also about you being a doormat. All right? It also talks about severing ties. All right? So this card is not also an all bad card because it talks about severing ties. This also talks about dead ends and things like that. Now, this is for the people that do what I do. This card can also indicate a curse. Where somebody might put something on you. Might be a root on you. Might be some kind of curse on you. Or something like that. So, for those who know what I'm talking about, we can have a conversation after this. But, you know, and this is not, it does not mean that everybody who picked the number 3 card got a curse on them. That's not what I'm talking about. But, like I said, for those who know, you know. And if you pick the number 3 card, then, you know, you can get at me. So the 10 of Swords is just not a good omen because it talks about backstabbing and betrayal. It talks about bad mouthing. So there's some enemies around you and people are talking about you behind your back. All right. People are talking about you behind your back. So basically this card is a card of, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful about who you're telling your business to, who you inviting in your house, who you riding with, who you rolling with. All right. The thing about this card, though, is that 9 times out of 10, you know who's backstabbing you. You know who it is. Y'all not dumb. Y'all know exactly who's talking about you. You know who's talking about you. You know who's in your house, who ain't supposed to be there. You know whose intentions, who got bad intentions for you. You guys know who it is. So for those who picked the number 3 card, get the fuck rid of them. And it's just that simple. I be seeing posts a lot of the times on Facebook that say shit like, oh, if you blocked me, if you don't like me or whatever, I'm gonna keep my page private so you can see me, you can see these wins. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about seeing you win. If they did, they wouldn't be your mother, they would be your friend. They wouldn't be backstabbing you, talking about you, making you feel some type of way. Block them motherfuckers. That shit is crazy to me. Oh, you gonna see these wins. Bitch, you can't see me. Then access denied. Like, ain't no such thing as you gonna continue to just sit up on my motherfucking page. It's a bitch right now that was trying to fuck my nigga and been trying to fuck him for years. The bitch went and blocked me on motherfucking Facebook, joined the motherfucking Facebook thing, and I go through, and I can see when other motherfuckers is looking at my shit. I can see when motherfuckers is clicking my shit. So I'm looking at it, and the bitch is clicking on my shit like, bitch, I thought you wanted some dick. But what it really is you want some pussy. That's what it is. To keep it honest, to keep it 100, because you blocked me on my personal page, but you on my group page. You on my group page. The bitch is looking at me talking about, oh, looking to see when the fuck we going to fucking Breeze. And I put this on my motherfucking life. If she ever show up where the fuck I'm at, she's gonna get touched. So, and it is what it is, and I'm telling you right now, and I'm not gonna shoot nobody because I got children, but I will smack the fuck out of her with a gun. So somebody better tell her. But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you have somebody that you know is no good for you, and because she blocked me, I couldn't take her out of the group. I had to call another one of my admins to say, can you see this bitch? Do you see her? Because I could only see her on this. And she's like, yeah, I see her. I can see her. Like what is the problem? Like, bitches be really crazy. So that's why I was like, yo, I don't play that shit. If you fuck with somebody that I don't fuck with, and I don't mean it like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people be like, oh, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? That's childish. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to hang with this person and that person, da 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 da. Yes. Don't get me wrong. If you hang with somebody that, and it's very few people that I dislike. Like, even that bitch, I really don't dislike. She's dead to me. The only reason why I thought about it is because I thought about a blog post, but on a day-to-day basis, she's dead to me. I don't give a fuck about her like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna smack her just for the simple fact, stop playing in my fucking face. I don't play disrespect. I don't do that. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, just on a day-to-day basis, just, you know what I'm saying, dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, like, people really don't, you know what I'm saying, upset me. You know what I'm saying, to the point where, you know, that shit crazy. Oh, okay. Well, make sure you inbox or call me later on. Asia. But anyway, but yeah, so my whole thing is, like I said, if you need to block those people that are in your life. That is nothing but negative energy. That's all that is. That's just negative energy. People are just feeding into negative energy. They are sitting there, you know what I'm saying, producing that bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, I'm not going to block you. You're going to see all this. You're going to see this, that, and that. They don't care. They don't want to see you. They wishing you bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wishing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They not clapping for your wins or none of that. You don't want nobody around you that's not clapping for your wins. You don't want nobody around there that, you know what I'm saying, when everybody cheering, this one motherfucker in the back that ain't got nothing to say. No, you don't want nobody around you like that. Get rid of that energy. And like I said, a lot of the times, y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who it is. Oh, and what I was saying back to, you know what I'm saying, about people, all right, babe, I love you. But what I was saying was, I'm not one of those people that say, you know, I don't want to hang with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if you friends with her, then you can't be friends with me, da 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 da. To a certain extent, yes. Like, if you hang with somebody or you deal with somebody that I don't like, y'all friends on Facebook, this, that, and the third, I don't care. But you can't be my friend, sit in my house amongst me and my children, and then leave my house and get in your car and then go to somebody's house that I don't like or she don't like me and we don't get along. You can't do that with me. Like, I can't have it. You can't be in my circle. It's no way. It's no way. Because it's no way you're being loyal to me. And if you have people like that in your life, I would suggest that you get rid of them motherfuckers. And that's just real talk. If my closest friends don't fuck with you, I'm not fucking with you. Because there's no way in hell that you're not backstabbing me. This bitch hates me. Talks shit about me. You know what I'm saying? You know, just being disrespectful towards me. You know what I'm saying? It's no way possible that you're not over there indulging and talking about it. It's no way that you're not. And people say, oh, no, I didn't. Okay, well, do that with somebody else. Not with me. Blocks. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that. And that's the whole thing. And that's why you got people backstabbing you, bad-mouthing you, bitching about you behind your back, having enemies and shit like that all in your face because you got everybody and anybody allowing them to have access to you. You're allowing people to have access to you. Cut them motherfuckers off. Access denied. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. All right. And so that's it. That's in terms of the, you know what I'm saying, talking about the, bad mouthing and bickering and things like that. And that is why. And like I said, you're allowing people to have access to you. You know what I'm saying? You're allowing people to have access to you. And you're also allowing people to, when you're having conflicts and things like that, when whatever you feed will grow and whatever you starve will die. That's why you don't see me arguing and shit like that on Facebook with people and arguing back and forth. And no, I'm not going to entertain in it. I'm not going to entertain in it. And it just depends on what I'm doing and where I'm going. Depends on my reaction. I might hit you. I might call the cops on you. You just never know. I don't know. It just depends on how mad you made me. If you make me that mad, I'm going to call the police so that way you can never get a job again. You'll never be able to get a job, bitch. You gonna always remember when you go and they run that motherfucking background check, every time you fill out an application, you gonna think about, I should have just left that bitch alone because I called the motherfucking police. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that back and forth, argue with you back and forth on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people, they be going live. You know what I'm saying? This is for Rachel, you big fat nasty bitch. I be like, what, bro? Why? And at the end of the day, Rachel don't give two fucks. She's still gonna talk about you tomorrow. Cut Rachel the fuck off. Get her out of your paradigm. Get her out of your energy. Why do you continue to deal with that? Rachel don't do nothing for you. Now, if Rachel is doing something like when you go pay your rent, she take your rent receipts out the box, that's something different. Come on, you fucking with my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? If Rachel is doing something like, if Rachel is, done bust the windows out your car or something like that, yes, Rachel got to go to jail. But after you send Rachel to jail, let that be that. Like, why are y'all indulging? And that is why you have all of that talking behind your back, arguing this, that, and the third, because you are feeding and fueling that fucked up, dirty ass energy. Like, no. Cut it off. All right? Cut it off. Now, if you also did number 3, if that card was able to resonate with you, this card also talks about nervous breakdowns. It talks about chronic fatigue, exhaustion, and being unable to cope. So this could talk about possibly hitting a rock bottom. All right? This could also talk about hitting a rock bottom. And I'm going to say this. If you hit rock bottom, I done been rock bottom, okay? I done been rock bottom. I done been there. I done been rock bottom where I lost everything I had. My nice, beautiful house over there behind Total Wines in Raleigh. My motherfucking car. I lost my job. The only thing that I had left when I left Raleigh was babies. That was all I had left, was babies. So I didn't hit rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? When you hit rock bottom, if you're having a nervous breakdown right now, if you're at the bottom right now, if you're feeling like it don't get no motherfucking worse than this, then just please know that means that you can't go nowhere than up. You know what I'm saying? If you stress right now about you not having a car, not being able to have a ride, the next thing for you to do is to be able to have a ride. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to change our perspectives. You have to change our perspectives. There's nowhere to go but up. You know what I'm saying? If you're upset about not being able to have a home right now, if you're at a place where you don't have no home, that means that the next step is you get ready to get a house. You get ready to find somewhere to stay. There's nowhere, it ain't nowhere else to go but up. So if you are feeling that way right now, where you're feeling that you're at the bottom and there's nothing else left for you to do, then at this point, I'm here to tell you today, there's nowhere to go but up. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Here. Don't worry about it and don't stress about it, because you, like I said, the only place that you have to go is up. All right. This card can also talk about if none of that resonated with you, you ain't got nobody around you backstabbing you. You ain't got nobody talking about you. You don't feel like you're having a nervous breakdown, and you don't feel like you're unable to cope. Guess what? This card can signify about you playing victim. You playing victim. You're being a martyr. And being overly dramatic and seeking attention, being exaggerating. So you're the person that's doing the perpetrating. So if you find that that is you, all right, babe. But if, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like this is you, where you feel, pick up the pieces and stop acting like that. Stop acting up, okay? Pick up the pieces. Don't nobody owe you shit out here in these streets. You got to get it for yourself. You got to get it for yourself. If you don't get it for you, ain't nobody else out here in this world gonna get it for you. So stop being overly dramatic. Stop feeling like people owe you something. Stop. Nobody owes you anything, especially not no goddamn adult. They don't owe you nothing. I be seeing bitches out here. My mama didn't want to keep my kids today. That's okay, because she'll never see them again. She don't give a fuck. Your mama did not fuck for them kids, baby. You did. Stop being mad at people because they don't want to pick up the pieces and clean up the mess that you made. You know what I'm saying? The mess that you made. You feeling some type of way because somebody don't want to give you something. Your homegirl don't want to come and pick you up. Motherfucker, like, oh, she could pick me up. She riding right past here. She ain't doing shit. That's the whole thing. She not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I was going to give her gas money. It ain't about the gas money. I just don't want to. If people don't respect other people's, I don't want to. Let's normalize that, please. Let's normalize that, please. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't have to. I don't owe you anything. But people feel like that they do. People feel like people owe them shit. And they don't. Anything that somebody does for you is out of the kindness of their hearts. And that's just that. Anything that somebody does for you is out of the kindness of their heart, and it's something that they don't have to do. So if somebody is willing to help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it is a blessing. It is a blessing, and you need to treat it as such. And stop acting like it's owed to you. All right? In terms of love, if you pick the third card, and the third card is what resonated with you, then this indicates a breakup, a divorce, or a separation. It talks about bitterness and also severing ties. If this card relates to a breakup, then you already know it's this is the end, baby. You knew it. This is the ultimate end, and that's just what it is. This card talks about betrayal and infidelity, so it's possible that your significant other is probably cheating. However, if you had the feeling that your significant other was cheating, that your significant other was cheating. Like, it's just what it is. All right. If you felt that way. All right. Also, this card is also indicates an abusive relationship. If there is anybody that is watching this live that was able to resonate with that third card, and you are in a relationship where you feel as though you're being abused and you cannot get out and you need some help, I want you to inbox me immediately so that we can get you some help. Somebody somewhere is going to help you. And I know people will tell you, just leave. People die from just trying to leave. You need a plan. All right? You need a plan. It's not no such thing as you just gonna get up and pack your bags and walk away, because don't nobody want to get beat the fuck on. Nobody wants to be beat up. And I don't care what people say, oh, well, she must like it. Da, 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 da. She don't like it. Nobody likes that. All right? And so if you're in a situation where you feel like that you're ready to leave, let me know. Inbox me. All right? Inbox me. If the person is in your inbox and is looking at your stuff, I want you to inbox me pepperoni pizza. Just tell me a story about pepperoni pizza, and I'm going to know exactly what it is you're talking about. Because it's like that. Sometimes men will, and women too, will be in your inbox and stuff like that, and you can't even really, if you wanted to call for help, you couldn't because they're watching your every move. Send me a message about pepperoni pizza. We're going to beat his motherfucking ass. No, I'm just kidding, but we're going to help you if you need help, okay? If you need help. Thank you, babe. Also, if, and so the Ten of Swords, if you are single, this lets me know that you're still feeling some type of way about the breakup that you had in the past. You're struggling to come to terms with that relationship that you had. If you picked the third card and you resonated with this card, this could be an indicator that you had a breakup, that the relationship is over, and that it was a very unhealthy and toxic relationship. And although that relationship was unhealthy and it was toxic, you're still feeling like you need some. Thank you. You're still feeling like, and even though you're still feeling like that, oh, we should have made it work. We should have did this. We should have did that. No, baby. It was over. He was no good. She was no good. That wasn't the relationship for you. It was toxic. It was unhealthy. And you can do bad by yourself. Okay? You can do bad by yourself. It's time for you to heal. You can't heal if you're still harboring on a relationship that won't work for them. You harboring, like you be looking back, and I'm going to tell you something that people do, and you'll see it all the time. People, when they talk about their past, they make it seem like it was better than what it was. They'll talk to you about all the fun they had and all the money they had and all the things that they did, and really, it won't even all that great. And so sometimes people like to remember that, you know what I'm saying, from the past, and feeling like it's better than what it was because you're only remembering the good times. You know what I'm saying? But you're not reminiscing about the negative effects that it had on you, your children, your family, your mother, you know what I'm saying? Your job, your money, your overall just well-being, your overall health. You're not even paying attention to that. So it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to say, okay, we're going to let bygones be bygones. And it was what it was. And it was a relationship that I finally got out of, and I finally got away from it. And so now it's time to rediscover who you are and what it is that you want moving forward. Okay? What makes you happy outside of a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You're so used to, you know what I'm saying, being in a relationship or being in a toxic situation that you don't even realize and recognize, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you really want outside of a relationship. What makes you happy outside of, you know what I'm saying, having a significant other, being with somebody, dating. What makes you happy outside of that? Reading, writing, drawing, painting, swimming, traveling. What is it outside of having a significant other makes you happy? Playing the game, smoking weed. What is it that makes you happy? Okay? And that's something that you need to kind of figure out, you know what I'm saying, at this time. All right. Now, in terms of money and career, if you pick the last card, this talks about how you may have hit a dead end in your job. Your current role may be ending. You may be getting ready to be laid off. People talking about you at work. People trying to undermine you if you are like a supervisor or something like that, and those people that are over top, you know, that you should be over top of, they're undermining you, not listening to you, not caring about what you're saying, and things like that. And so with this is also signifying that you are on your way to burnout and exhaustion because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You are to the point, at this point, like I was talking about, the nervous breakdown. You're at a point where you're not taking care of yourself. It's time for you to take care of yourself. 2021 is about self-love, baby. That was the word in 2020, but we're bringing it over into 2021. We're talking about self-love, and I preach this in my group. I preach this on my page. I preach this to people that come to my house. I preach this in every reading I do. You will not be able to pour anything into anybody else's cup if you don't have anything in yours. It's just as simple as that. You won't have it. You won't have enough. You won't have enough to give to somebody else if you're not filling up your cup. If you're not filling up your cup, and the little bit that you do, that you are pouring into somebody else's cup, guess what? It's tainted. That short fuse is tainted. So it's time for you to make sure that you're pouring in your cup. This is also not a good time for you to be gambling. Anybody that resonated with their third card, do not take your ass to the fish tables. I would wait at least 7 days. Do not go to the fish tables. Stay away from gambling. I would not take my money and gamble on nothing. If you don't have no guarantee, no for sure, don't gamble. Don't make any risky investments. If somebody tell you, hey man, I'm getting ready to start up this business, I need $250 in pay. No, this is not the time. This is not the time. All right. And so basically that last card, that, like I said, that just sums it up about betrayal. And that this card is just making sure that you are watching your back. And so I'm going to go over them real quick, just one more time. If you were able to resonate with the first card is the Knight of Cups. You get ready to be swept off your feet. This is good news, good proposals. This is loving and commitments. You're right now in a good space. There may be a job offer that's going to be coming to you soon, or a promotion. There's going to be some good news that should be coming to you sometime soon. So that's the first card. The second card was the Five of Wands, and this is letting us know that the conflicts that you were having are over. And they're moving forward. However, if you are ending your conflicts in your life by being a doormat or not being able to speak up, your throat chakra is blocked. I need you to wear blue. Practice saying the word no. And the last card, if you were able to resonate with the last card, this is the Ten of Swords. This is talking about betrayal and backstabbing. Make sure that you keep people that don't mean you no good from around you. All right? No good. And if you're in an abusive relationship, make sure that, if you feel like you need some help on getting out, please make sure that you inbox me so this way we can get you some help. All right? All right. So for those who were able to resonate with the cards, I'm glad that you were able to resonate with them. For those who weren't able to resonate with the cards, that's okay. The message just wasn't for you this time. And you'll never know. It may be another time when I do it next Sunday that you may be able to resonate. All right. And so I just want you guys to tune in to Super Spirit Soul Sunday. Come say hello. Super Spirit Soul Sundays. And so we'll have something every week, and probably during the week we'll talk about what the next topic will be, so this way you can decide on whether or not you want to tune in. And like I said, every message ain't for everybody. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all, and have a wonderful day, and have a positive and productive rest of the week. Bye bye.